Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the very basics of investing and tax-free savings accounts, also known as TFSAs. This is a very beginner-friendly and student-friendly video. I myself started investing almost 2 years ago at the beginning of the pandemic, and this has helped me save almost $75,000 while in school full-time. I'll be posting a video explaining completely how I did that next week, so around January 21st, but creating a TFSA and investing through my TFSA was a major component in helping me reach that financial goal. So first, we're going to start off talking about what is a TFSA, because if you're on this video, you probably don't really know. A tax-free savings account helps you grow your savings without paying any tax on interest or on income that you make from investments. A common misconception I hear is that if you put your money in your TFSA, it'll just grow. This is false unless your bank offers an interest rate, which is usually only around 1% anyway. So to really grow your money, you have to invest the money in your TFSA into something. You have the option to invest in GICs, stocks, bonds, ETFs, and don't worry about all that lingo right now. The main thing I want you to understand is that you can make money through investments in a TFSA account without being taxed, which is huge. Think about it. There's tax on your income, there's tax on your purchases, and you get taxed on investments that you make outside of your TFSA account. It is everywhere and eats away at your wealth. So now that we know what a TFSA is, let's go over how to open one and get started. So this is pretty simple. You can go to whatever bank you're with and go, hey, I want to open a self-directed TFSA. You can also do this online and be walked through registration with almost any bank you're with by simply typing in Google like the name of the bank and then TFSA. You can also register for accounts on things like Wealthsimple and Questrade, but personally, I like to have all my investment accounts with the big banks. So once your TFSA is open, you need to transfer money into it. The yearly contribution room is $6,000 and you can start contributing once you turn 18. And after that, for every calendar year, you can contribute an additional $6,000. So I turned 18 in February 2020, and as soon as I turned 18, I contributed $6,000 to my TFSA. I had to wait until January, so the next year in 2021, in order to contribute an extra $6,000. What is important to note is that you are entitled to a lifetime of contributions after you hit the age of 18. So let's say you're 22, for example, you've been eligible for 4 years, so 4 times 6,000 is $24,000, which means your contribution space for your TFSA is $24,000. What's important to note though is that if you over contribute to your TFSA, so you go over the limit of what you're allowed to put in there, you will be fined. So you need to make sure that you're putting in the right amount, otherwise you will lose money. So now let's talk about compound interest and the importance of starting investing now. When your money is not taxed, it can grow almost exponentially. As an example, if you started investing at the age of 18 and contributed $6,000 every year at the average age of retirement in Canada, which is 65, and at an average return rate of 7%, which is very reasonable in the market, you would have $2,119,000. So over the course of those years, the amount that you contributed personally would only have been $280,000, but the amount of interest that would have accumulated due to compound interest over that period of time is $1,831,000. When you start early, time is in your favor, and you can harvest the fruits of compound interest, which is just what we saw with those last numbers. Just to give you a definition, compound interest is calculated based on the initial principal and the accumulated interest from previous periods. So in English, that means if you invested $10,000 the first year and made a 7% return in that year, at the end of the year, you would have $10,700. The next year, your initial principal is now the $10,700 and not the $10,000, meaning your initial principal is $700 more than it was last year. And if you get the same rate of return, so that's 7%, it's based off of the $10,700. 7% of $10,700 is $749, which is approximately $50 more than you made last year in interest. And that's the compounding factor. Every year, your initial principal increases, meaning the amount of money that you'll make based on that 7% or whatever percentage market return is going to just keep increasing. Skip ahead 10 years, and if you didn't add anything to that $10,000, like you took the $10,000, you threw it in the market, and you didn't look at it for 10 years, you would be $300 shy of doubling your money. So you would have $19,671. Your TFSA is an essential wealth building account, and you can start now. Seriously, click off this video and go register for one, and then come back in a week when you're ready to invest and I'll have a video up for you on that. In the meantime, that other video talking about how I saved about $75,000 is coming up soon. It'll be a long one, so strap in. Until then, if this video brought you any value, please give it a like. If you have any questions or video requests, please leave a comment down below. I always check them, and I will see you in the next video.